I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy.
Welcome all, this is the Australian Indie Wrestling Show, fellow wrestlers, trainees, event support staff, friends, foes, and everyone in between. If you've got a topic, well, let's not worry about it this week because we've had all the questions we can handle later in the week. But today we're talking about Australians in TNA, NXT, Shane Haste, Brooksie, Bronson Reed, Grayson Waller. And surprise, we have an issue, our first apology for being too male-centric. The Don, how are you? Tell us about your weekend.
I'm good, man. So this weekend there wasn't any wrestling going on, but in Perth they had UFC going down live.
TKO was in your city.
In the city. But yeah, they had the last three bouts for all Perth boys. But there was heaps and heaps of fights. My son was very interested in watching it, and I was like, well, I'm not doing shit, so I might as well watch it too.
Oh, I thought you were talking like you went there.
Oh, no, God, no. Nothing worse than, I think, being in a crowd of rowdy, drunk people after watching UFC. I think you're just asking for trouble. Yeah,
it's like when everyone leaves the after a Fast and the Furious movie and they think they're Dominic Toretto. Everyone's down there after the UFC, wanted to punch on, thinking they're Danny Green or whatever. But yeah. Yep. And, you know, I don't know, were you going to pay those TKO prices anyway?
No, well, actually, we did have a quick look at the prices of the tickets, and I think the cheapest one we could find was $260. And, yeah, no thanks to the TKO prices. Thank you very much.
Are we going to pay $260 times 3 the next time? Because, fuck, we almost did the last time. Didn't we pay more? Did we pay more last time?
In the 3 nights... No, I paid less. I paid less than that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, we paid less than that last time because I paid less. I paid the same as you. I just can't fucking remember how much I paid. But anyway,
try not to think about it.
Yeah, try not to think about it and get on with your life. Oceania Pro Wrestling cross MCW Melbourne City Wrestling is out. Get high and fucking watch some wrestling, or check out our in-house review from the last episode. I think it's up there somewhere. But yeah, or better yet, fucking watch it yourself and start your own review channel. Hey, let's hear what you have to say about these events. Hey, you've heard what we have to say about these events. You've heard what other people have to say about these events. Let's see what other people have to say about these events.
That's it. Well, I'll get to watch that because it's now, like you say, out on YouTube. I'll be able to get to check that out this week. So looking forward to seeing some of those matches. We've spoke about it already, so we can just mosey on through.
Yes, of course, YouTube, the home of Australian indie wrestling.
That's it, yeah.
And of course, speaking about home, Steph DeLander is the Focus Pro Wrestling champ.
Still making moves after leaving TNA, so that's good. Still kicking ass and taking names.
Still checking on the water.
That's it.
And we're talking about GHC, not growth hormone serum. We're talking about Shane Haste as the new GHC Heavyweight Champion. How is that?
That's so cool. Like, he's back in Noah, he's kicking ass, and he's now the GHC Heavyweight Champion. It's something that everyone dreams of, is becoming a champion in another country, and he's finally checked that box in singles competition, normally known as a tag team specialist, but has, obviously still working as a tag team, but kicking ass, taking names in Noah. It's great. Yeah,
well, even in Noah, but Ring of Honor, TMDK, will be taking on the Don Callis family coming up. So I wonder if Shane will be bringing his GHC title to AEW. They're fucking a bit loose and fast over there, and probably let him show it. So it's like the what was that beers on tap event? You have and everyone brings their belt.
Oh, the Fat Brew.
Yeah, Fat Brew. Yeah, when you have Fat Brew and everyone brings their belts along and shows their belts off, AEW is a bit like that at the moment. So I'm sure Shane will bring his belt, and when he takes on the Don Callis family. Of course, also there will be the IInspiration, Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay.
Yep, so keep your eyes on Ring of Honor for a lot of Australian content. Yeah,
a lot of Australian content. Of course, we just had Brooksie at TNA versus Mustafa Ali for the TNA International Title. And of course, Brooksie was also a guest trainer at NXT and working at NXT TV and a live event. And you know what? We talked to Brooksie just earlier in the day, and that interview will be coming out later this week. So keep your eyes out for that. It's quite an interesting interview. It's not the normal run-of-the-mill interview that Brooksie normally gives about when people ask about who he'd like to face and stuff like that. It's quite an interesting chat about what he's been up to recently.
Yeah, what he's been doing, where he's been staying, what his goals are coming up, and just all the cool stuff that he was able to be a part of in his recent stint in the US, which he's still there now, but he'll be back for the MCW High Stakes to take on Robbie Thorpe and defend his
title versus
Commonwealth
title.
Championship, maybe even collect the Heavyweight Championship as well.
So yeah, I would be getting on those tickets as soon as I could. Another guy who's doing well in the States, Grayson Waller. Well, maybe not so well as Obafemi demolishes Grayson Waller. And of course,
well, it's good to be working with the guy they are pushing the hardest at the moment in WWE. Which
I got to stop you right there. I think it would be nice to work with him if he was in a tag team, not if he was getting thrown around the guy like an absolute ragdoll. What's going on there, Don? I saw some rumours going that now New Day's gone. What's Grayson Waller going to do? And
look, I definitely think that he's the kind of guy who's a survivor. He was on Survivor and did well back in the day, but they separated him from Austin. What's his name? Austin Theory.
Austin Theory.
While he was injured, now he's back working with the Vision. Grayson Waller maintained. He was then now with the New Day. Now the New Day have left, and I think someone obviously likes him there to keep him around and keep him working. I think he's going to find a new angle, something to work, and he'll still be around for the next few years to come, I think.
There you go. Bronson Reed has got some new shoes to steal from the Tribal Chief.
Yes. The release, was it new Nikes, is it?
Air Jordan Nikes.
Air Jordan
12s, is it? Bloodline. Yep. They're called the Bloodline, so they're specifically Roman Reigns shoes, Bloodlines. So if you're into that sort of stuff, get your Bloodlines from StockX for about $500 or so, $600.
Jeez.
Yeah, Jesus. But that's not that. I went to go get some of those like Young Bucks ones just to wear around your shop, don't piss you off.
I might have stepped on them a bunch of times.
They were too expensive to let a man of your size step on them. Yeah,
if they're more than $20, they're too expensive. So.
But there you go. We're flashing up a few now on eBay. But yeah. And we quickly caught Vulcan Championship Wrestling was on SBS. They did a little bit of a insight thing into him. No, Vulcan wasn't on Insight. Don't get that wrong. They did a little insight into what Vulcan Championship Wrestling has been up to and what Vulcan has been up to. Hey, so
it's very cool. Like we spoke about this a few episodes ago. That I hadn't realized that Vulcan still had anything to do with wrestling after Gladiators and stuff. He was actually a part of wrestling before Gladiators, and he's got his own.
See, I only knew that he was a part of wrestling after Gladiators. I didn't realize he was a part of wrestling before Gladiators. So we're all learning, Don. We're all learning. That's what this show's about, and that's why we started it. A
James Bond villain or something as well on the.
Yep.
Like what the fuck is life, right?
What is life?
It's so cool. Like I just feel like there should be some more love given towards Vulcan Championship Wrestling. I'm learning more stuff, and it's great.
Yep. Well, speaking of love, Lee Morrow got no love from the border security. And if you seen recently, there's actually a border security of Chris Hero basically going through the same process as probably what Mr. Morrow would have gone through. But
except he was like, Chris Hero was allowed in.
Oh, really?
And,
right. Well, so hopefully, Mr. Morrow can bounce back from this, and I'm sure he'll get back into it. And it's just this kind of things feel like they set you back, but you just got to keep pushing, I guess. And there's ways around these things,
Life finds a way, and best of luck to Lee Morrow in the future, getting back to the States and doing cool things. I think there's definitely potential there for him to do some very cool stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of stuff, we saw All-Star, ACW, Trouble in Paradise. Now,
it's all going down.
what is going on? Because they bought them.
Yep.
And they were working together with them for All Stars. What is it? Night of a New Era.
ACW All Stars, A Night to Remember.
Yeah.
It was all rebranded.
June 20th.
It was no more All Star Wrestling. It's just the brand was ACW All Stars. And then revelations this week.
Is that now All Star is like, nothing to do with anyone until it was about late last night at about 9 o'clock where they announced they are together with Kingdom Wrestling.
Oh.
Do you this is new even to you, Don?
Yeah.
But, I did send this through to you. Michael sent this through to me, of course. It really is what is going on over there in New South Wales. Hey, what is going on to the point where people are saying they're buying out wrestling things. This is all online. People are openly admitting to using AI to respond to the fans. Just respond to them yourself. It's not hard. If you go the 5 minutes it takes you to run that shit through Chat GPT and then copy and paste it back in, you could have said, we're not fucking doing that, mate. Just calm the fuck down. Hey, you'll see what happens on June 20th. Hey, But now All Star Wrestling and Kingdom Pro Wrestling establish a working agreement. Now, fuck knows what this means, because I thought All Star Wrestling had been bought out.
Yeah. So if you buy it out, generally you own all of the name, the artwork, all of the...
How about the social media accounts? But apparently not. Kingdom Pro Wrestling has agreed to a formal working agreement with South Coast Sydney-based professional wrestling company All Star Wrestling Australia, effectively immediately. I thought that would be a little bit hard when they've been bought out. Yes. All Star Wrestling Australia runs in Wollongong and Sydney, New South Wales. They utilise a variety of international stars and former WWE US champions like your friend Orlando Jordan and some of Australia's top wrestling talent, including their current All Star Wrestling Australia champion. Now this is where it gets interesting. Kingston Eclipse, Johnny Starr, Tony Cruz, El Jaguar, Dean Draven, Goran Nikolov, and the All-Star Tag Team Champions, the Vagrant Boys, Archer and Bronson, and many more of the state's finest. No mention of Keegan, no mention of the Puppeteer, there's a ringmaster guy. So the exclusivity of Australian Championship Wrestling coming into play there probably.
Yeah, it's all a bit odd.
It's murky, it's messing, it sounds like there's firebombs are coming. They just started firebombing restaurants over here. How soon till they start firebombing wrestling companies? Kingdom Pro Wrestling will work closely with All Star Wrestling Australia with talent sharing, joint shows, inter-promotional title matches and plenty more from this point onwards. Talent sharing is just a loose and fast term for, hey, you live in the area, come on down.
Well, I am dumbfounded. I don't know where Kingdom Pro Wrestling is.
What's in New South Wales, my friend?
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I looked up Kingdom Pro Wrestling and it says it's in Bahrain.
Well, it was inactive since 2023 and they've come back. Kingdom Pro Wrestling look forward to visiting the South Coast and Sydney in the new year, and we will have a special announcement tomorrow that heavily involves this new agreement. So we'll all be waiting with bated breaths for that, Don. And this fucking goes on. But of course, not to be outdone, ACW has just released a statement. Hot off the press, Australian Championship Wrestling confirms that under a formal agreement with All Star Wrestling, ACW undertook full responsibility for the financial management, production and overall presentation of the brand, with the intention of elevating it to a higher professional standard. Raise the roof. At the time of our involvement, All Star Wrestling was facing operational challenges that placed uncertainty around its immediate future, with the original plan being to cease operations following the April 11th event. A few talents approached ACW requesting that we step in to help stabilise and preserve the platform. In good faith, ACW encouraged a more structured approach, one that would allow the brands conclude or transition into a way that respected its audience. More AI, Pap. Let's see if we can narrow it down. As a result, ACW chose to simply move forward independently, but instead structured an agreement that ensured the existing ownership remained involved. They're saying exceeding 1,000 views. See, that doesn't really count. But what they are saying is this included an investment exceeding $20,000 in production alone for the June 20 event, alongside substantial additional expenditure into the branding, creative direction, and infrastructure. So this is how much they've invested or thought they'd invested, and I don't know if that includes what they paid for it.
Yeah.
You know, what's the most we've heard being bought for? Like name rights, 10 grand, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something around those lines. So yeah, you know, every element of the brand, from visibility, identity, reputation, was carefully rebuilt to reflect a premium broadcast ready product. Isn't that what everyone's going for these days?
Yes.
You know, so yeah, they say how they were going to get into bed with ESPN, and it's all a bunch of more, yes, would'ves, could'ves, this is what we're doing, hopefully this eventuates, you know, so we'll just have to see. But it seems trouble in paradise.
Yeah, well, look, from the too long didn't read, it seems like All Star's going to do their own thing. ACW is going to have their own development brand called All Stars. It's just they're going to keep going. Like, something obviously went wrong, and All Star Wrestling is still All Star Wrestling. It's no longer a part of ACW.
That's right. And now maybe Adelaide Championship Wrestling has someone to talk to about, you know, naming rights and stuff like that, you know, just to see what's going on over there.
But still, they're still advertising June 20th for their debut show at the Padstow. So
still moving forward with the Padstow event on June the 20th. Regardless of recent developments, the show must go on. And we see the Padstow RSL Club for ACW All Stars: A Night to Remember on June 20th. I wonder who will be at A Night to Remember come June 20th. Will contracted talent have been let go by then even? What do you think about those non-compete contracts going around, Brooksie? Would you ever sign one of those exclusive contracts going around?
Yeah, give me $750K a year and let me still do MCW and we'll talk.
Oh, there you go. Those are pretty good.
Well, I imagine they'd have more contracted talent if they're going to keep continuing to produce a show where they have exclusive content. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see how it all shakes out in the end. Things are heating up, making it more interesting. Or it's all a work and it's just giving us something to talk about.
Oh, if it was a work, why would you bother, hey? Like, why would you bother? I hate written statements if it's all works. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't progress a story along.
You have to express that on a multitude of occasions.
Well, let's talk about something that I wish I'd gone to but couldn't get into. PCW Royal Rumble.
Yeah, look, it looked like they had a packed house.
Sold out, my friend.
Sorry?
Sold out, my friend.
Sold out, fantastic. But a little bit interesting, they're using a licensed name, Royal Rumble, from the WWE with very similar font for their Royal Rumble poster. It's always interesting people using the other companies' show names. Yeah, no,
you've got the WWE PCW Royal Rumble down south, and up north you've got Mayhem, which is the WCW names and the WCW font. So you kind of got them up there, them down there, and they're just like, we're just going to do what's going on TV. Hope you come and see it, and then it kind of works, you know. So. It does pull people in. I guess people recognise the logos. I don't mind that as much as people hacking off pop culture, like it's May the 4th and everyone rips out their Schwartz and has to have a big fight in the ring. Well, that's it. And so you know what I mean. I don't mind that as much as the pop culture rip-offs. I fucking hate the pop culture rip-offs leaning on like pop culture or the latest movie that's coming out. Please don't
Quotes.
do that. Please have your own identity. There's 60 companies in Australia. Please have your own identity. Hey.
It helps.
Speaking of his own identity, Dan Archer.
He's revealed his secret identity.
He has. His Clark Kent is Slamoo.
Yeah. Without the lighting, you know what I mean? And then the posing.
The filters.
Dan Archer and Slamoo.
That's right. So good to see those guys mucking around. But Don, we must issue a bit of an apology to Shazza McKenzie. Shazza reached out. We did say if you felt hard done by, please reach out. And Shazza did indeed reach out. Go, hey guys,
and welcome to
what the fuck? And rightly so. Because, well, she didn't. She said it much nicer than that. Hey, she just said, "Hey guys, you have people on there that aren't even wrestling. What's going on? Like, can I get a shout out?" You know, and apparently she's been doing well, tag team, belt winning, and just wrestling all over the world. But we did say the footprint, the digital footprint, and Shazza, going over your website. There was just a few spicy photos that the probably algorithm had to sort through than wrestling photos. Put some more wrestling photos up, please. That's all I'm saying. Put some more wrestling photos up. Let's see some more of your matches, please, as a fan.
Gosh, the thing on my face.
Alright, so I think it's time now for the wrap around the country. Where we tell you everything that's happening in Australia as far as indie wrestling goes. Make sure you get yourself a ticket and get along if you live in the area. Starting in New South Wales, New Noise Underground, Material Girl. It's an 18 plus show at the Black Wattle Bar and Brewery in Alexandria. It's on Friday, May 8th. Australian Wrestling Superstars are at Mortdale RSL in Mortdale, Saturday, May 9th. Then the IWA, Reverse the Curse, is at Hudson Hotel in Seven Hills, Saturday, May 9th. In Queensland, Venom Pro Wrestling have Reload 2 at the Showman's Club in Yatala, Saturday, May 9th. Victoria, Adrenaline Pro Wrestling Breakout number 65 is in the Adrenaline Zone.
Yes.
Friday, May 8th. MXW Wrestling Doomsday at Sebastopol Community Club and Stranger Rings, very odd choice of show name, in Bendigo East Public Hall, Friday, May 8th and Saturday, May 9th. And I believe Super Crazy is on the card for those ones.
Oh, yeah. Versus Negativo, who's also a luchador. So I might even be out that way. Was it at Bendigo East Public Hall, Saturday, May 9th for Super Crazy versus Negativo.
Nice. Mayhem Pro have the Colac Carnage in Colac RSL in Colac. Saturday, May 9th. Lucha Fantastica, the anniversary, is in Melbourne, Collingwood Town Hall, Abbotsford, Saturday, May 9th. In WA, it's a massive weekend. Dude, Where's My Ring? Skin of a Killer is at Seasonal Brewing Co. in Maylands, Friday, May 8th. And Explosive Pro Wrestling, It Ends at Dusk at the Point in Merriwa, Saturday, May 9th, where you will see James Hartness versus Edward Dusk for the EPW Heavyweight Championship. Get your tickets, get out to Merriwa. It's going to be a banger.
Why didn't we preview just the main event of that, Don?
Because we had so much going on this week. We should have previewed the whole card. At this stage, get on the EPW socials and check it out.
At this stage, it's start your own channels and start your own show.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. That was the wrap. This is Australian Indie Wrestling. Make sure you get to those local shows, buy a ticket, tell your friends, bring your family, get everyone around it, because it will only help to build the show. If you like a particular wrestler, make sure you hit up the merch desk, and because anything you buy from a wrestler, that money goes straight into their pocket to help build their wrestling dream. You might see them all around the country, or all around the world, like the people we've talked about tonight. Get them where they are going. Thanks again for tuning in.
CBF, go check out the 25 international wrestlers around the world.
That's it. That number will grow. That list will grow if you support local indie wrestling.
See why Shazza was so upset, please.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Like and subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll see you next week.